Is this live for anyone? Up,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Welcome to Behind the Scenes. I don't have no idea how long everyone was waiting for me to say that, but it just popped up on mine. So we were discussing that Sunday's Passover. Is Sunday also Easter? This Sunday's Easter, right? And also Ramadan. So there's lots of family time potentially. And we just wanted to talk about what that looks like for us. So I have all of my kids coming in between Tuesday and Wednesday for, I said Sunday's Passover. It's not. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night.
Technically Sunday's still Passover, right?
Yeah, so the first night is Wednesday night, and all my kids are flying home on Tuesday and Wednesday. And one of my friends once said to me that the best time of getting together is looking forward to it. So I am at the height of excitement right now. And then there's always that hope that that it will go smoothly, which I don't even know why I would hold on to that hope. It's silly. It's a lot of people in a house together, and it's not going to go smoothly. But hopefully, it's going to be more fun than not fun. And whatever doesn't go smoothly, we can get over it quicker. And that is the one gift of COVID in my house. We had some very unhappy times together, all stuck in the house. And one of the things that everybody got better at was getting over it quicker, which I think is maybe the secret to a successful relationship, because it's not going to go smoothly all the time. And anyway, so I am actually really excited. I love when they come home for Passover. Everybody has their little jobs that they do, and they kind of expect it now. I don't have to even ask. And so I'm really excited. So who's got what coming up, and what are you excited about?
Well, I always look at Easter as, I love to give like little gifts. And so I always looked at Easter as Christmas light. So I would find little things that, it's winter's almost over, and what are my girls into? What are they looking at? So then we always had even when they were, even as teens, we always did an Easter egg hunt in the house because it was springish, but it was still too cold. And they'd have to find these little plastic eggs that, of course, we have reused forever and ever. And they're really kind of tight-eyed. And there's like, haven't we had these for like 20 years? Yes, we have, girls. Yes, we have. And I always would get like little gifts. And then the year that COVID hit, there's this fabulous picture I posted where we met our girls in a park because we couldn't see each other. So we met in a park in the cold, and their Easter baskets that year had rolls of toilet paper since there was none to be had. It's a really sad picture where we're all socially distanced. And they're holding up these rolls of toilet paper that at the time were single ply because that's all you could find. So that will be like an Easter memory for me forever. So that's
Eka, I didn't think it was sad. I thought it was so creative. Like we were all struggling to find ways to get together, and you came up with a way. And I remember thinking how sweet that was.
Oh, you remember that picture I posted? It was like Happy Easter from the Taylor family. And it was everybody apart holding rolls of toilet paper. But they appreciate it. And I also had made the masks. So they all had cloth masks that I had made them. That was such a crazy year because it was around this time 3 years ago that all of this started happening, and we didn't know what to do, and we couldn't find face covers. So I was making them, and then we couldn't find toilet paper. And I remember going first thing in the morning to the grocery store and finding single ply. So that's what I bought for them for Easter. In the past, it's been a much better gifts. And when they were little and teens, it was always really fun things. But that year, that's what they got. So that's what I got for that.
I always find with spring holidays that it like, we almost always travel because, we are in Buffalo. My husband's family's in Chicago. So we just say no to any winter travel because it's just such a mess, either here or there or, in between. So we go for Easter there. But I always feel, compared to like winter holidays, that the spring is kind of a free for all. There's just not as much to do, besides having like a nice brunch together. But I feel like it doesn't compare quite in terms of traditions or just things that people do together to other days. Maybe that's just me, but I still enjoy it. I'm just saying, if I would do it like 2 weeks later, I would probably not really see a difference. If we would be like, yeah, let's just get together, another Sunday in April, it would kind of feel similar to me.
I think it also depends on your religious level, not to go there, but you know what I mean? Like if it's a big religious holiday for you, I think for Sue and other people who would Passover is a big religious holiday. And I think a lot of it depends on that too.
Well, I mean, to jump in with having both Passover and Easter, I'm always trying to remind myself to enjoy the holiday seasons and not get stressed out. And I am hosting the first night of Seder. And then I'm going on a college visit on Thursday night, and then we're getting back in time for Easter. So luckily the family is helping to pitch in, and my father-in-law is bringing all of the food Wednesday night, and I'll set up the table and put everything out. And then we're going to visit my mom for the brunch. So I'm just reminding myself to enjoy it while I still have kids young enough to enjoy it.
You really should, Holly, because with our youngest off to college, this will be the first time he's not around for Holy Week. And, when they're younger, Holy Week is every, and my cousin who's usually here when we do the holidays won't be here. So it should be just 3 of us. And I really like the family cook that we do on holidays. But this year they're like, let's go to a restaurant. And I tried to be sad, but I can't, because one of our sons, as everyone knows, we have these adopted sons. One of our sons has siblings, and one of his siblings just came to Georgia with his wife and 2 little girls that I can't wait to get my hands on. So I plan to get Easter gifts, and our neighborhood, as we all know, does things big. They have this huge Easter hunt, and they have somebody dress up as a bunny. And one time I walked up on it, and there was the little train that the kids could get on. I have no idea what it all includes, because I've never lived here with the kids small enough to participate, but I'm sure going to bribe these parents to bring their daughters so that I can participate in all the Easter fun, and hopefully the kids will like it too.
That sounds like a new fun phase that you get to be involved in. That's awesome.
Trying to think if I have anything interesting to add other than the fact that as we're talking, I'm slowly realizing oh no, I forgot to buy anything that I can eat for Passover. I think I have 1 box of matzah, and that's it.
Jessica, you can swing by my house and I'll give you food.
All right. I might try to score some leftovers from my parents too, because I think we're having the family Seder on Wednesday night, and then we're doing a thing with our rabbi on Thursday night, because she has her own religious thing that we've been doing for the past couple of years, where they celebrate all of the Jewish holidays on a slightly different day so that you can celebrate the actual day with your family. So I just need to remember to feed myself, so that I also need to our family is I'm just bad at keeping track of days and anything, and if I'm not wrangled in, I'll be like, all right, time to go get a pizza, and I'll have a pizza in my hands before I remember that I can't eat it.
I love the idea of the different holidays converging, but I don't have a home like Holly's where I have to pull my weight for each of the holidays. So I know that that's a lot of stress. Although I do miss Friend Seder. When you're young and in your 20s, you have the Friendsgiving, and I had friends who did Friend Seder, and I used to love to go to those. But, as you get older and your family start to grow and stuff, you have fewer of those and more family concentrated. And I don't think I've been to one of those in years.
Well, you can go to mine. Melissa, you're up.
I'm just really I'm kind of excited that you all have things planned because I think since the start of the pandemic, all of our family celebrations just came to a halt. Like, no, like just getting people together has been an issue, and how long you stay together has been an issue. And also, I think we just all kind of realized that we didn't need to stress our families out by telling everyone to clean the house beforehand. So we're like, oh, it's kind of nice not hosting New Year's, So yeah, and also I don't know what it's like where you live, but like our grocery stores are stocking Passover food that is clearly not for Passover. Like I don't know who's in charge out there, but they're getting it wrong. So I don't know. We're just like laughing here and doing what we can and hoping that there's matzah in the stores, and usually there isn't anymore. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad y'all keeping the traditions alive, because clearly I'm not. And my husband's traveling over Passover too, so that's nice.
Melissa, it's such a funny approach. You're kind of like, we're done. COVID gave us permission. We're never cleaning our house again. No company ever again.
Not a bad way to go.
Anybody have family who observes Ramadan? So I have I know Ramadan, I know Christian Muslim mixes, and I'm wondering, you're eating at two different times. Like you could do it with Passover Ramadan because you can break that fast at night, but then you have that Easter brunch and that Palm Sunday brunch. That doesn't work with Ramadan.
Does it have to be brunch? Can brunch be really early in the morning?
The only reason why it's brunch, Jess, is because people go after church service, but it absolutely does not have to be.
That makes sense.
But it's also, I feel like it's a thing, like Easter brunch, right? I mean, it's almost
Oh, people don't have an afternoon meal? It's always in the morning?
No, I mean,
it's generally like
later than
11:30 or something. Like you go to church and then you gather and then you just hang out and keep eating.
But it doesn't have to be a certain time.
No,
right.
It doesn't.
You know what? We do Linner, which is like at 2 or 3, what we call Linner or Dunch. We do that instead.
Oh man, Easter Dunch, my favorite.
we just make up our own words in our family.
It's not good branding. It's not appealing.
Linner sound better. Brunch sounds so cute, but then Linner and Dunch sounds stupid.
No, Linner sounds better than Dunch.
I'm totally using Dunch. That's like my new word.
We do Linner. And so then what happens is you can't move, and then at 10 o'clock you go, man, I'm really hungry. Well, it's because you ate Linner. It's 3, and now you're hungry. So brunch at least makes sense, so that you can maybe eat like at 6 or 7. But Linner can get you messed up if you try to do a Linner.
Well, we won't start our meal till probably like I think we'll sit down and there's we do like a whole thing before we eat, and so often it's very late when you start to have your very heavy food. It's really lovely to go to bed on a heavy stomach. It's really lovely. Oh, vote on your phones. That's hysterical.
Eka. That's cute. Eka, the Linner Dunch thing in the Caribbean is just Sunday dinner. It's Sunday dinner, and you eat it. You start at 2, maybe 3 if somebody has a shift, if they're working a shift or something. But it's Sunday dinner, and everyone's required to be there. So this whole idea of Easter brunch that everyone's shifting their time. Everyone in the Caribbean is like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's Sunday dinner every week."
Yeah, it's just called Sunday dinner. Okay, and everybody.
Well, also, I don't know about you, but the older we get, we're like happy to go to dinner really early. We're happy to get an early bird.
Well, you know what? You wouldn't make it in Spain then.
Oh yeah, no.
I remember having 10:30 reservations when I was in Spain, and getting there, and we were always late for them, and getting to the restaurant at 10:30, and we were the first ones there.
Yeah, but you took a nap. I mean, like.
Well, yeah, but who's eating at 10:30?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, have it. Whatever you're celebrating, we hope you enjoy it. and have a great week. And we will see you back here at the same Bat Channel next Monday morning. Take care.